Blazers with a 61-56 lead. We'll be back here after the game for Rockets postgame.
The 2020 RAV4 for whatever you're into. Really? This week. Toyota. Let's go places.
When I pick an electricity plan, I feel trapped. I mean, like, what if prices go down? What if I picked wrong? Or what if...
Try TXU Energy Autosaver. You get automatic monthly savings if prices fall and guaranteed price protection if they rise.
Wow. Thanks, Doc. It sounds amazing.
Not a doctor, just a spokesperson.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about those cameras.
TXU Energy Autosaver.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Rocket fans, if you're looking for a convenient way to enjoy delicious seafood at home, visit Landry'sKitchen.com to enjoy premium quality seafood delivered straight to your doorstep. It's simple, safe, and delicious. Visit Landry'sKitchen.com for more information.
Hi, we're glad you came in. What's on your mind?
Can you help keep these guys protected online?
Easy. Connect to the X5 gateway.
And what about wireless data options for the family?
You can customize and save.
What about internet speeds that keep up with my gaming?
Let's hook you up with the fastest internet from Xfinity.
And now with our stores reopening, we're putting healthy practices in place. Come visit a store today. Stop in or book an appointment online at a time that works for you. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Ask, shop, discover at your local Xfinity store today.
Taco Bell's new grilled cheese burrito is filled with nacho cheese sauce and a delicious 3-cheese blend. And even more melty cheese is grilled on top. Introducing Taco Bell's $5 grilled cheese burrito box. Order ahead and pick yours up at our contactless drive-thru.
It's not like it was 10 or 15 years ago. These national teams now are made up of NBA players.
Right.
And so it's tough to win.
It definitely is. And you have to change your thinking, your mindset, the way you play a little bit, the way you think the game a little bit, because it is a different game.
France has the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, you got the MVPs on Greece. So, I mean, yeah, you gotta bring it, and you know, it wasn't our year, so I'm sure Jerry and Popovich will go back to the drawing board and figure it out.
You overwhelm them with talent. You know, if the best guy goes, okay, we might not be the best team, but we got so much talent, we just squash them. And when you don't have that, you risk on, which is every other country. You could win it, you could lose it. It's a great competition. And I don't think anybody should be up in arms that we lost. And, you know, hats off to the other people. They played well.
The Rockets were down by 13. It's now a 5-point game at halftime as we take a look at the first half stats presented to you by Frost Bank. The Rockets shooting 40%, the Blazers at 43. The Rockets went 7 of 16 from 3 in the second quarter. Used without an offensive rebound in this game. Bench points relatively even. Only 3 turnovers for the Rockets and 7 for the Portland Trail Blazers. Welcome back to our studios here at Toyota Center. Craig Ackerman and Matt Bullard. And Matt, let's first talk about that historic shot for Ben McLemore, the buzzer beater. First of all, great pass by Harden and awareness by Russell Westbrook, but that was the only mid-range shot that Benny Mac has taken all year, and it went in to beat the buzzer.
Yeah, it was a really nice play out of that free throw situation for James to make the long pass to Russ, and then Russ finding Benny Mac for that two to give the Rockets a little momentum going into halftime.
And all in all, to be down by as many as 13, to only be down by 5, they didn't play particularly well. There's a lot of things the Rockets can improve upon. There's a lot of basketball left, and we've seen that this team can come back, and hopefully they can do it again.
Yeah, watch out for Damian Lillard. He only has 4 points in this game, and Nurkic isn't really destroying the Rockets much at all either. He's a -5 in the game, so expect the second half the Blazers to come out and be a lot better, and the Rockets are going to have to as well.
And Lillard tries to get going early on the first possession, but misses again. He's 1 for 7 and 0 of 3 from 3. Westbrook posting on McCollum, draws the foul to the free throw line. He will go for attempts number 9 and 10. Unfortunately, he's only made 4 of his first 8.
Yeah, so let's hope that Russ got a few free throws practice there in between the first and second half and found his free throw rhythm.
In and out.
A lot of empty seats there for the Portland Trail Blazers fans. They must still be on the concourse getting donuts and beers.
Yeah, they're at the concession stand. One for 2 for Russ. So he's got 11. 3 Rockets with 11. House, Westbrook, Harden, 10 for Jeff Green. Collins got a 13, as does Trent Jr. for Portland. Right into Collins, fouled by Harden.
Collins just cut right in front of James on the inbounds play.
James Harden.
That's the 3rd on James.
3rd personal. Team first.
This week on Rockets All Access, we take you behind the scenes for our new setup here inside Toyota Center. Plus, Kevin Ashenvale, with a glorious beard, by the way, visits with Mario Elie 25 years after the Rockets won their 2nd NBA championship. All of that and more on Rockets All Access tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Yeah, that'll be fun to catch up with Mario and see what he's up to nowadays. He's spent quite a few years coaching in the NBA, but right now he's home in Houston coaching his own kids. His triplets are all great athletes, and I've been seeing on social media all the work that they've been doing.
Boy, Rockets fumble it away. Wasn't the best of passes. Russ tried to get it back, and rare turnover for the Rockets, just their 4th of the game. The Rockets were averaging almost 20 turnovers per in the scrimmages, but the turnovers have dropped precipitously in the games that have mattered here in the bubble.
Let me get to dictionary.com to see what that word means.
Harden by a couple right to the rim.
You know, Craig, what I'm seeing from both of these teams is this is the 3rd game for both of these teams, and I think maybe some of them have some dead legs out there. When you come into this 2nd restart of the season, you're not in game shape, mid-season form as Collins just knocks Russ out of the way for the putback. But it looks like both of these teams are just a little bit tired, a little bit dead legs, not playing as sharply as they normally do. The third day of training camp, or maybe the 3rd game as you're working on it, and you start to work your way into shape after That's a little bit weird. That's the shot that the Blazers were giving the Rockets, but normally the Rockets still continue to work around and try to find the high-efficiency shots.
Drop step. Some help defense, but foul on House. And that is the 2nd on House.
Here's Harden's drive earlier. See how he's so strong to get past everybody. Collin looked like he reached a little bit. But James all the way to the rim, and the way the Rockets have the floor spaced is Nurkic cannot get over there to defend the rim because he's got to guard a corner 3-point shot.
So the 3 scrimmages, this is what I was making a few moments ago. 3 scrimmages for the Rockets, 58 turnovers. 2.5 real seeding games, 22 turnovers.
Yeah, it's been a big improvement for the Rockets, and a reason why the Rockets are still in this game, even though they're not shooting it well and not rebounding it well, is they're getting shots every time down.
And it was also a theme when the Rockets went to the smaller lineup. The turnover numbers dropped, and it's something that they have to continue to do to make up for what is going to be, on most nights, a discrepancy in the rebounding column.
And we just jinxed them.
Yep. Layup for Collins.
See, that turnover resulted in a layup for Collins, and so that's why the Rockets can't turn it over. It just jump starts fast.
Yeah, the Rockets will have a chance to tie it or get the lead.
Shoot that ball.
Nice pass, though.
Yeah, he was able to create a layup. The Rockets are generating 3-point shots. They're generating wide open ones. You got to shoot with confidence. Collins will turn it down because he's only 2 for 9 in the first half.
That was a
Looks like he's getting beat up down there by Nurkic. We're kind of keeping games here as the Blazers have been sort of taking over the offense by doubling. Aggressive here in the second half and starts attacking them.
Yeah, they've done a terrific job in the last 2+ games, really taking James out of his rhythm. And I mentioned this earlier, James Harden has pretty much dominated Portland in his career. He scored 30+ in 13 of his last 19 against the Blazers. He's got 7 40-point games in his last 19. So just 31 and now 15 in this game. So 46 against Portland in the last 2+. He had 49 Dallas a couple of games ago.
He does have 7 assists. 7 points for his teammates. Just going to stop James Harden.
No. Undercutting Nurkic is the call.
Don't like the call. James is boxing Nurkic out. That's called a box out.
Houston number 13, James Harden.
That's his fourth.
Watch James down low. He's boxing Nurkic out. And Nurkic jumps and tries to go over James's back. That is a box out, not a foul.
Fourth on Harden. They go trying to draw his fifth. Missed by Nurkic.
You see the Blazers, very poor percentage on their post-ups. That's why the Rockets are fine with other teams.
Corner squeeze. Harden tapped it to himself.
Looks like the offensive end. That's what we're looking to see.
And Nurkic that time able to finish, keeping the Blazers at arm's length. And Ross, yes he can. Contact, no whistle there.
For the foul.
Back to a 6-point game on the runner for C.J. McCollum, who now has 15 as the Rockets will call for time. 7 1/4 remaining in the third quarter.
And here we have another burst pipe in Denmark. If you look close...
Jamie, are there any interesting photos from your trip?
Ouch. Okay. Boring. Boring. You don't need to see that. Oh, here we go. Can you believe my client Stieg had never heard of a home and auto bundle or the renters good bundle?
Wait, you're a lawyer?
Only licensed in Stockholm.
What is happening?
Anyway, game show, Kumite, Cinderella story. No, Alan, I practice Muay Thai. Completely different skill set.
With Ford, America's best-selling brand, during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Shop our huge lineup of SUVs and the largest selection of truck inventory to choose from. And get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. The Ford Summer Sales Event, helping you make the most out of summer. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
Sunday dinner has always been special. That's totally charming. These days, it's just nice to have something to look forward to. Well, break out the good plates and tell the kids to wash up. Because it's Sunday dinner. Even if it isn't necessarily Sunday.
Always in season. I use Rackets in the shop at 3,000 stores and get 40% cash back. I rack up cash. I rack up
Too far away.
I rack up cash. No matter where you are, rack it up with Racket. Sign up today to get cash back for everything you buy.
Brush your teeth tonight. Well, yes, tonight's gonna be a delicious night. Right? Not sorry. Racist.
selling cars now.
So get here fast.
Sell your car fast right now. AutoNation will buy your car, truck, or some car online and in-store. Get a check on the spot and deposit it right away. Sell your car safely today and turn it into cash fast. Appraise your car now at the AutoNation store near you or AutoNation.com.
Rockets basketball on AT&T Sportsnet is delivery and make it a double for $1 more. When the NBA season was suspended, the Rockets were on a plane to begin a road trip against the Lakers. Tonight's opponent, the Blazers, and then the Lakers coming up in their next game. Ironically enough, with these two teams on the schedule. It was in flip-flop order, but still. Step back long 2 for Lillard. Boy, he is 1 for 9. Harden, they send the 2 guys too late. And he knocks down the 3. Knocked into the double team. James Harden. Coming out of time.
Forcing the Blazers to maybe make that double team a little bit harder so that he'll have to pass. Again, they throw the ball over the top to Nurkic, and that's need a little bit more pressure on the pass.
32-18, Portland in the paint. Against the Bucks, it was 60-20. There was none in the first half. Picked up 4 of them here in
Great pass from Russ. He was along the baseline. He had James in the corner, but he saw House up top and made a nice left-handed hook pass.
Another 3 for House, his 4th of the game. He's got 14 points. Right back to Nurkic. Doubled. Forced away from the rim, and they turn him over. Westbrook. Into the corner. Off 1 foot. And Nurkic with the clear. Season best 13 rebounds. Just his 3rd game. Westbrook turns it over. And then Lillard into the back of Harden for the hoop and over. That's the 5th on Harden.
Ouch. Watch Damian Lillard create the contact, jumping into... Mike needs to challenge that. Mike needs to challenge that.
I agree.
That was Damian Lillard reaching out with his right hand. Somebody yell at Mike. Somebody tell Mike to challenge that.
You got to challenge him because not only would you take away his 5th foul, but you would take away the points. That's got to be something that Mike D'Antoni challenges.
Somebody text Mike and tell him to challenge that.
I'm out of range.
James Harden.
He's got to challenge this, right? Has to.
No one's telling him to challenge, so I guess James going to have to sit with 5 fouls, and that hurt bad. I'm shocked they didn't challenge that. If there was ever a time to challenge something, that was it. That would have been the time to do it, because that would have saved the 5th foul on James. He could have still been in the game.
And saved 3 points. That would have been like the ideal situation. I mean, we've seen Mike challenge things in the first quarters to take points away from the opposition. Wow, tough 3 for Benny Mac.
Well, Ben McLemore is going to have to pick up the slack here. He's going to have to knock down a whole bunch of those, and Russ is going to have to run the show.
Second tray for McLemore. Deflected by McLemore. Picked up by McConnell. We were in the building. You would have been standing shaking your head pass that jumped over the table as Westbrook gets shoved aside. Collins.
Challenge that. For sure. That is the one drawback of the Kansas situation. I can't influence the game.
You were screaming through the monitor to challenge it. It wasn't working.
Collins there falling down and pushing Russ on this miss. Collins beast mode in there. Russ out of the way.
Well, despite breaking in the lead. Weaving in on Collins. Corner from the baseline. The Rockets' biggest lead in this game has only been one. And they've only held a lead once, I believe, which was, or at least the last time they held a lead was 17-16 in the first quarter.
Lillard knocks down a deep three. Look on James's face. They definitely don't want to get Damian Lillard going in this game.
Corner three. Way
Just a bit outside.
Off balance in the corner. Lillard.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you better call timeout. He's heating up.
He's got 13.
Timeout, Houston.
He has scored 9 in the quarter. And it's an 82-74 game.
Lily, everyone in the house is online and I can't get enough bandwidth to video chat with my book club.
Try 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber. You get more bandwidth and HBO Max included, so everyone stays entertained.
So I can just watch the show instead of reading the book?
You know, if you turn on your subtitles, that's almost reading.
Get 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber for $49.99 a month for a year. No annual contract. And now get HBO Max included. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877 only ATT.
Right now at Rooms to Go. This is it. Time to save. Time to improve the way you sleep. Just choose your perfect mattress set from our big selection of top brands and switch your foundation to this adjustable base for free. King or queen size. And check out our amazing selection of mattress buys throughout the store. Save on Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Therapeutic, and more. There's something for everyone. So find your perfect mattress now at Rooms to Go.
The problem with hanging on to the past is when you're always looking back, you can't see what's coming. Forward collision warning with emergency braking assist. Standard on Sportage, Telluride, Sorento SX, and Seltos SX. Part of Kia's tough lineup of SUVs.
Taco Bell's new grilled cheese burrito is filled with nacho cheese sauce and a delicious 3-cheese blend. And even more melty cheese is grilled on top. Introducing Taco Bell's $5 grilled cheese burrito box. Order ahead and pick yours up at our contactless drive-thru.
Okay, kids, get in the car. We're leaving. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it for Kansas City Monarch legend Jim Robinson.
Celebrate the Warriors together. The all-new Highlander. Toyota. Let's go.
Seeding game. Down 1 2, 3, 4, 5 to go, including the Lakers game on Thursday. AT&T Sportsnet. Kings, Spurs, Pacers, and Sixers to wrap it up.
Yep, and the Kings are struggling a bit, but the Spurs are still trying to make the playoffs. You know, it'll be interesting to see what the Lakers and the Sixers and the Pacers do. All three of those teams are already in the playoffs. And so, you know, some of the teams that are playing, like the Blazers, playing to make the playoffs, they're playing hard, playing to win. We saw the Milwaukee today. We saw how they did not play Giannis or Chris Middleton in the second half. And so the Milwaukee Bucks, they lost to Brooklyn, and it doesn't really matter for them.
Yeah, well, they're going to clinch the #1 seed in the East at some point anyway. 4 times the Rockets have been within 2 here in the third quarter, but that's as close as they have gotten as they come out of the timeout. 3. He's on the bench. So good for call. Back to 5. So he is out for at least the remaining third quarter. See if should have been 2 for Green.
The Rockets are really 9-21.
43 he missed one.
I think they missed one because he's been on fire in the campus bubble.
McElroy missed the heave. So 9 of Lillard's 13 in the quarter. Simons, bad pass, but Green knocked it, but could not get all the way there. Portland ball with just 4.2 remaining on the possession.
Carmelo Anthony. He'll settle Collins.
So Melo back in.
Timeout, Portland.
Portland will call a timeout with 2:10 to go in the third. And leading by 5, 82-77. And Matt and I will return in a moment as well. Stay tuned.
We all want to win championships. We all want to be the best. We all want it to be our time. But the difference between imagining the future and being the future is what you do to get there. Only you can make you better.
Whether they learn about science in a classroom or a kitchen, if recess happens in a schoolyard or a backyard, or lunch is enjoyed in a cafeteria with classmates or on a computer with friends, it all starts here at H-E-B, where you'll find the school supplies kids want and the lunch supplies and snacks they love, all at low prices. So wherever it happens, start your school year here.
5-point spread, 2:10 to go in the third. Harden on the bench with 5. Russell Westbrook on the bench getting a breather. And the Rockets trying to keep the pressure on the Blazers, who have led for about 98% of this game. Their biggest lead was 13 in the first half.
So Elson Turner, he's the defensive coach, trying to help the Rockets out on that play, and didn't really help. Blazers executed that inbounds play and got a dunk.
Whiteside with a flush. He's got 7 points. House a little stutter step, turns a corner.
2 minutes to play.
And an errant pass intended for Tucker. Lillard going to work on House. Now picked up by McLemore on the switch. Swing it to Simons. Simon steps left, launches a 3, dances off the House. This is where, Matt, if Eric Gordon was healthy, it would come in handy.
Yes, for sure. And so that means Austin Rivers is going to have to play that role. Austin's going to have to create some offense for his teammates.
Oh, he's creating indeed. Tucker grabs it, shoots it, misses it. And then Whiteside throws it off of Rivers. Portland ball.
It's frustrating when you make a nice creative offensive drive and you create a wide open look for your teammate and he misses an open shot. It's frustrating, but you can't hang your head. You got to get back on D and continue to play.
Rockets 15 of 38 from 3. Still shooting better from 3 than they are from 2. And a kick. And the Rockets bench going crazy. with that call.
Get a good look there at Tyson Chandler, who's like another coach. He's been around the league so long.
Portland ball aside.
But you can see Gary Trent threw that right off of Jeff Green's foot.
That looked like, to me, it looked pretty inadvertent on Jeff Green's behalf. He had just gotten up. Didn't look like he actually tried to kick it, and that's why the Rockets bench was so angry. Portland also may have gotten away with a little bit of walk rolling around on the floor there. Got 35 seconds to go in the third. Lillard isoing on McLemore. Takes him off the dribble. Gets to the cup. Misses. Rebound. Whiteside got fouled in and one.
Yeah, it's only the 11th second chance point for the Blazers. See how Jeff Green comes over, and does he get a little bit of that ball? I don't know, but when he has to come over and stop the drive, that means Whiteside has an open rebound. And the scouting report is to foul Whiteside. You see Austin trying to foul him and make him earn it from the free throw line, but Whiteside able to power it up there and get the and one.
Misses the free throw. Again, the Rockets have been only down by 2 4 times in this quarter. Trailing by 9 currently. Big shot for Rivers. A three, and it goes in.
A screen assist there from P.J. Tucker. He does that a lot.
Shot clock is off. Blazers up 6. McLemore on Lillard. Into the lane. Off of the corner. Simons. No. Rebound. McLemore, and that'll do it.
As one of the only surviving Dark Spears,
12 minutes remaining in Orlando. The Rockets trying to stay unbeaten, and they trail the Blazers by a half a dozen.
Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Are you even real? Are you even
The difference between imagining the future and being the future is what you do to get there. Only you can make you better.
Get your rear end gear. Come on, Miles.
Is couchercise a thing?
Not in my book.
Really putting this new data plan to work?
You can do it.
I think I pulled a hammy.
It's a steady hand in this time of uncertainty. The calming reassurance of true expertise. Memorial Hermann would like to thank every physician, nurse, and healthcare worker in the greater Houston area, those being called away from their own families to be of service to yours. And we thank the people of Houston for taking every step possible to safeguard your own health. Thank you for the sacrifices you're making and for the impact you're having on all our lives.
Are you ready to sink your teeth into a lemon pepper, sweet and spicy Korean cute-tastic mango habanero
Masterclass in all things wings?
Yes, I am.
Are you though?
Wingstop's new all-in bundle delivered for a limited time.
The Houston Rockets and Fertitta family are excited to launch an online daily auction to benefit the Clutch City Foundation to support COVID-19 relief efforts. Each day, a new one-of-a-kind Rockets item will be available to bid on. Items include autographed basketballs, authentic game-worn shorts, game-issued shoes, jerseys, and more. It's easy to participate. Download the Houston Rockets app, check in each day for the daily item up for auction, and then bid for your chance to win and give back. Head to Rockets.com for more information.
Hey, yo, welcome to the new Chris Paul workout show. If you want to make it to the NBA, you got to have a killer crossover. TNCP crossover. Oh, Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal. There's no replacing the real Chris Paul, just like there's no replacing State Farm.
Man, what happened? Who are you?
I'm the new Chris Paul.
Man,
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, let's take a look at the AT&T Fiber game summary. The Rockets entering the fourth down by 6, 7 more threes. Harden with the 5 fouls. Damian Lillard just 4 of 13 from the floor. Now the Rockets in the final 3.5 minutes of the third quarter without James and Russ, who went to the bench to rest, were actually a +2 against the Blazers. I am a glass half full kind of guy here on Rockets TV. I'm accused of being a glass half empty guy at home.
That's a rare thing to see the Rockets on the floor without one of the two MVPs out there for sure.
But those two guys are still on the bench, and you've got to maintain that kind of play. You don't want this thing to get out of hand with both James and Russ on the bench. Lillard is on the bench for them. Collin steps right, heaves, misses, rebound.